This is 5 ways to dominate social media in 2020. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Carlos Gill here, author of The End of Marketing. On this video, you will learn 5 steps to become a better social media marketer in 2020. Let's begin. The first step is lead generation by gathering data. Now, how do you gather data? And what is data? What's the data that you should be gathering? Let me break this down for you. Your objective in using social media, if it's to sell, you should not be chasing followers or likes or impressions, otherwise known as vanity metrics. What you need to be doing is capturing email addresses and phone numbers. And there's a couple of ways that you do this. One, you can set up a landing page. And you can set up a landing page through your website, so someone goes to your website and then they have to input their information, they get something in return, whether it's an ebook or a white paper or an exclusive video. Whatever that exclusivity is, you want to make sure that someone has to opt in first, and in return you're getting something out of it. So what happens when you set up this landing page? Well, you can then remarket through Facebook ads or by sending an email out to potential customers. Don't lose sight of phone numbers. Phone numbers now become valuable for remarketing through SMS or text message marketing. There's a platform that I personally use called Superphone. So when you collect phone numbers through Superphone, you can rebroadcast out, and guess what? You're now bypassing the social media superhighway, and you're able to get your message in front of people directly on their cell phone. But in order to do any form of remarketing, whether it's through email addresses or phone numbers, you need to gather data, not followers. Step 2, which is text message marketing. The platform that I recommend for text message marketing is Superphone. There's an interview that I did a couple of years ago with Ryan Leslie, founder of Superphone, that was really insightful. And ever since then, I started using Superphone in combination with social media. So if you look at my Instagram account, you'll see there's a button on Instagram for you to send me a text directly. Now, what happens when you send me a text? It sends you a text back with a landing page form. So you see where I'm going with this. Once you fill out that landing page form, I have your email address, I have your URL on Twitter, I have all the information I need, including your phone number, in order to follow up with you. So think of social media and email marketing and SMS marketing all being married together. There's not just one platform that you use, but you need to use all of these platforms in combination, with social media being the feeder source to get you the data that you need. Step 3, private messaging on WhatsApp and Slack. Let's face it, social media today is noisy as fuck. And your objective as someone that uses social media in their business is you have to find ways to break through that noise and stand out. So staying along the same lines of what I said previously with collecting data, whether it's email addresses or phone numbers, think about setting up a private group on Slack or WhatsApp for your super fans or your more connected fans. Hopefully you're using some sort of social listening tool that you can easily identify who these fans and these supporters are. Once you've done that, then you invite them over to your own private experience. By doing this, meaning by creating a group on Slack or on WhatsApp, you're able to bypass all the noise, all the self-promotion, all the flexing that's occurring every single second of the day on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Now, before I give you step number 4, I want to encourage you to get my new book, End of Marketing. You can go to endofmarketingbook.com. I guarantee you this book is going to help you become a savage marketer in 2020 and beyond. Step 4, gather intel or set up listening feeds. Let me break this down for you and make it really easy. I'm a public speaker, so I get paid to speak at conferences. How am I going to find out when a conference is looking for speakers? It's really simple. I go to Twitter and I type in call for speakers. Now, you can save that feed and you can go back to that feed in real time any minute of the day and you can see who's updating the feeds. So in my case as a speaker, as soon as I see that there's a new call for speakers tweet, I then go and I apply to speak at that conference. If you're a real estate agent, you can set up feeds for the city that you do business in and certain key phrases or terms like looking to buy a house in Houston or moving to Vancouver. The key is that you're using social networks as search engines. So once you gain the intel, now you can effectively communicate with your prospects. Step 5 is using Giphy. What I really like about Giphy is that you don't have to have a big grandiose presence on any social network. You just have to have the right GIFs on Giphy for people to use in their content on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Now, why are people using GIFs? It's really simple. To spice up and add a little humor or character to their content. So provided that you have the right mix of GIFs, as you can see here on my account, I have GIFs of me doing all sorts of different animations, expressions. I'm also using Giphy to promote my book, The End of Marketing. As long as you have your GIFs in the Giphy library, anyone on these social networks has access to your content. So think about this. If you're searching for ways to growth hack into Facebook's 2 billion user ecosystem, 1 billion users on Instagram, over 300 million users on Twitter, this is the easiest hack. Just put your content on Giphy, sit back, and let others use it. Now, these are 5 tips to help you become a better social media marketer in 2020. But if you notice, I didn't tell you how to become a better marketer on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. And the reason for that is because these 5 tips can be implemented across the board on every social network, or you can use them as standalone strategies as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.